Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Shahida binti Abdul Hamid with metric number 1712672. So in this video, I'll be telling you guys the story of Journey to the Sea and River, written by me and my group named Panda. So here I would like to introduce two characters in this book. The first one is Ahmad. Ahmad is a spirited young man that loves to go on an adventure on their boat to learn and help other people with his best friend Hakim. While Hakim, he is a wise and knowledgeable person. He became a Hafiz at a young age. Hakim is the one that always answers all of Ahmad's questions. So to begin with, Ahmad and Hakim love to go on adventure on their boat at the sea. They love learning others' cultures as every culture is unique. If there is a trash alongside the beach, they will help to pick it up. Thank you. Why do they never throw the rubbish in the bin? As-sabru minal iman. What a kind person they are. The next day on the sea, I got one, Alhamdulillah. Wait, what is that? How is that even possible? Let me explain. First of all, what do you see? Asked Hakim to Ahmad. A curvy line? And I'm not really sure. Maybe. Got it. I can see color contrast from both sides of the water. Wait, whoa. Is that actually. That's actually two different seas, and the curvy line shows that the sea does not mix with other seas, said Hakim. And the color contrast too. It explains that they do not mix, Ahmad interrupted. Indeed it is. Whoa, wait. Are you telling me that although they logically are together, but actually they do not mix? Both of them are water though. So why is this happening? At this point, Ahmed was just very confused. Yes, they never mix, and they will never mix. That curvy line is actually a barrier that separates the two seas, which makes each sea have its own temperature, salinity, and density, he explained. The sea here is warm, saline, and less dense compared to the ocean over there. And if you go inside the sea, some part of the sea should be moving several distances into the other sea at a first step, with its own warm, saline, and less dense characteristic. And at the depth, the sea stabilizes. Temperature, salinity, density, gotcha. Then Hakim excitedly explained, and the fun fact is that although there should be large waves, strong currents, and tides happening in both of these oceans, they do not mix or transgress this barrier. It's super cool, bro. Okay, then wait, let me bring you here. I think your mind will be blown away after seeing this. Whoa, where do you want me to bring me, bro? At least tell me. Without telling Ahmad where to go, Hakim immediately steered the boat to another part of the sea. Ahmad, although just confused, did not insist with Hakim's action on bringing him to the other place. So here we are. Hakim stopped the boat. Hakim then realized that in front of both of them there is actually a river that flows to that sea, and he can see something obvious, which can be related with what he had learned after observing the two seas previously. Hakim, I can clearly see the contrast between the river and the sea. And again, you are correct, Ahmad. They do not technically mix together, although the river flows to the sea. Have you ever heard about this? No, I always thought that the river flows into the sea, then mixes together. End of story. Technically, yes, but there is always a zone that separates the freshwater river or stream to meet the ocean. The differences of salinity between salt water and the freshwater creates the zone, or you may call it as the barrier here. Here, take a look at. Hakim brought out his Quran, then pointed his hand to a verse after reaching on a specific page. He is the one who set free the two kinds of water, one sweet and palatable, and the other salty and bitter. and he has made between them a barrier and forbidding partition. Ahmad read it aloud. Wow, this is mind-blowing. Yup, over 4,000 years, the Quran already mentioned this phenomenon in Surah Al-Furqan, chapter number 25, verse number 53. And Ahmad, you can see that Allah clearly mentioned all of the terms which He indeed mentions about barriers and the partition that forbids the fresh water and the salt water to mix together, same as what science has discovered about the partition inside the estuary. Allahu Akbar. This really shows that our Creator is the most knowledgeable. Allah managed to create many of His creation in superb detail to allow us to grab His greatness. Every creation that has been created is beautiful to discover, and we must seek to appreciate the extent of Allah's knowledge and reflect to comprehend His greatness. Great, isn't it? Hakim said this to Ahmad, with his face showing a high level of belief. I cannot deny that. He is the most knowledgeable after all. Then Hakim extended his explanation with other evidence. In Surah Al-Nam, verse 61, Allah mentioned to mankind or asked them, who made the earth a place of settlement, caused rivers to flow through it, placed firm mountains upon it, and set barrier between fresh and salt bodies of water? Was it another God besides Allah? Absolutely not. But most of them do not know. And then I can see the word barrier between bodies of water. Bingo, yeah. About the existence of dividers of seas, Allah also mentioned it already in Quran 4,000 years ago. Where? Ahmad asked. Hakim turned several pages of the Holy Quran until reaching page 532. He has set free the two seas meeting together. There is a barrier between them. They do not transgress. He paused. In this Surah Ar-Rahman, chapter 55, verse 19 and 20, Allah clearly stated the word barrier, which related to the curvy line that you saw before, and the word them technically correlated to the two seas that had been mentioned in verse 19. The word set free in verse 19 also undisputedly shows that the sea always never meet. Undeniable, it is very accurate, bro. Ahmad agreed. Somehow I pondered in my mind that how Allah has such great power to create His creation according to the proper measure and proportion of each thing. All of them are very detailed and a lot to discover. Allah is Al-Khaliq, the creator or the planner. He always knows His creation, and He is the one who knows the best. That's the answer to your question. He planned, created something before, and humans only managed to discover about this phenomena during this modern day, and we know just a little bit about it. I always believe that there is always more for us to discover. Allah's power has no limit. Beautiful, isn't it? Ahmad unconsciously said that while observing the river and the sea. Yeah. Hakim, remember that when I picked up the trash before, I was really mad. Yes, I saw that before. Why? Hakim asked. Yeah, I am really sorry. I did not intend to show that negative emotion, but I really love nature. I just don't want them to get hurt by the wrongdoings from all ignorant people. I believe that beyond the river and the sea, there are so many natural existences that need to be protected. The pictures of the view, all of the living things such as fishes and other beautiful creations like coral, reef, they deserve to be protected. Now, I understand your feelings. Indeed, God creates a lot of things beyond sea and water as rizki for us. Whatever that is apportioned for us, which benefit us, we need to appreciate it, right? He added. Imagine that somebody gives you a prize and you do not take care of it well. It can be considered as ignorance, right? Yeah, Allah is Ar-Razak, the provider. He provides us the sea and the river and all beyond it for us. He really loves us, therefore we need to appreciate it. Hakim nodded as a sign of accepting Ahmad's word. Hakim, are you hungry by the way? We still haven't eaten something throughout this journey, right? Eat? Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, let's take some rest. My stomach is already growling with hunger. Hakim chose to agree with Ahmad. They cooked the fish that they caught before and made some hot drinks. While eating, they enjoy the view. The view of the sea rushes forward eagerly to hug his soulmate, which is the river, who came to him flowing through a long journey. The end. Thank you for listening.